Hello, and welcome to City Cruise Live. Today, we're going to continue with Tokyo Dark, and I'm actually pretty invested in this story now. It's pretty nice, and getting real interesting, even though some people still talk for way too long. But anyway, what were we doing when we left? I know we had a few things to do, I think. Oh, wait, no, that was a different place. Oh yeah, we have to go back to, the evil lady. And, hopefully she doesn't kill us. Oh, wait. Hey, what are you doing? Go back. Wait, what? Honestly, I don't want you to get hurt. Go home. Wait, why is the cat following us? What's up with this? Oh, we can't... wait, where are we? Right. Welcome back. I assume you took care of that little nuisance for me? I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't, in good conscience, ruin someone's life like that. Let me explain something to you. If I give you something to do, you don't come back until it's done. What, do you think you're some sort of moral crusader, helping out the little guy? What did she tell you, anyway? That she was a small town girl who couldn't keep up with the big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way. I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you about all of the cats that kept escaping, or the ones who wander into nearby businesses? How about the heaps of trash that were piling up around the place? If it weren't for me getting people off her back and cleaning up the place, those cats would probably be dead by now. What we have here, detective, is a trust issue. You were too quick to take the other side because of who I am, or at least who you think I am. Pity, Kazu. Yes, boss. Take Aito outside and show her what happens when people disappoint me. Oh no. Oh no. Don't be too rough. I don't want a repeat of last time. Oh, and leave her face alone. I'd hate for someone to see a black eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. She's savage. Keep her jacket here. I like it. It's very chic. Did you know my friends tell me when all the police raids are coming? It's pretty handy, really. As a matter of fact, there's one scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course. But if they were to find this jacket, well, who knows what they'd think. Would be a pity if someone recognized it. Kazu, escort her out. Good luck finding that stupid little girl. Ah, the cat. It's here to save the day. Well, I hope so. Or it makes things worse. Hold on, Kazu. Who is this? He's, I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe. He is, huh? I see. I love him. What? What? Okay. Look at his squishy little face. I can't have a detective beaten around such a cute little face. What's his name? Beaten? Oh, I think his name is Tomo. Tomo? That's not a name. It's much of a name for a man, is it? I shall call you Mr. Marshmallow. What is going on? I guess everyone, even with a hard exterior, has a marshmallowy inside in them. About that blackmail and beating. Oh, forget it. Really? Oh, good. Oh, Aito, lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't do that, would you? No, they likely wouldn't believe me at this point anyway. My thoughts exactly, so cheer up. How can you stay, madam? mad when looking at these big eyes and those little feet. I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong, Ito. You don't appreciate what you have, only what you're looking for. That is, until you find it, but then what? What's left? That said, I was being serious about one thing. If you talk to any cop about my business, or about my affections for cats, or anything like that, Kazu might pay a visit to your apartment and pick up where he left off. Ooh. Okay. Who wants to think about all the logistics of dismembering and disposing of detectives' bodies when you got those little whiskers rubbing against you? Huh. Shakiko was right. You do genuinely love cats. So why do you make her sign a contract that would end with her having to put the cats down? Shashiko isn't as perfect and cute as she seems. She might love her cats, but she has a strange ways of caring for them. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it if her cafe shuts down. I'd make sure those cats have a home, though I can't say the same for their owner. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones, like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with the choices you make, not leave them at the door when you hand the case over to the courts. Hey, Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. He is pretty cute. I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say, you have some guts coming back like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep in my pocket. I underestimated you. And in doing so, I've given you information of one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I spend so much time making sure I'm not seen as the weak woman that all of those men expect me to be, that I don't feel like myself sometimes. Something I'm sure you understand quite well. Tell you what, I'll let you have this one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours, after all. Okay. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. Kazu, stand down for now. Ito, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight. Understood, boss. Alright. Forget the cat cafe contract. I'll get one of my boys to deal with it later. What is it you wanted again? I want to speak to Omega's company president, Higashi, about a girl signed to his agency. That's right, I'm missing agency president and one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I left him as president to keep a few of his clients happy, a decision I regret now. Okay. Where is he? Unfortunately, I'm just as in the dark about where he disappeared to as you, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts and the code to get in. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I knew. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out for you? Stooges? I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Kubachio get enough attention on its own? Kabukiyo is what it is, but this isn't in Kabukiyo. Its particular spot got its reputation, and subsequently its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation going there. I think this is the keypad place that we saw at the beginning. I heard you'd be intimately familiar with that area and the incident that happened there. My condolences on your loss of your partner, Detective Tonica, by the way. Yeah, okay. So it is that. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent, or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friend in police headquarters say you two were close. that's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not much to ask what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks and the condolences, but what happened that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. It took a bit of digging to find that address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku under a fake name. You know, it wasn't that well hidden, considering I could easily just see it and had a keypad like stuff. But anyway, now that we know where it is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to get rolled up in it. But I also doubt he'd smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town early either. There's probably something in there that would lead us right to him. Get what you want, then let Kazoo know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his mind. The code to his door is 11235. I'm going to type this into the chat just so I don't forget. 11235. It's not that hard, but I'm forgetful. It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck finding your little girl, but remember, you can't save them all, Ayami Ito. Oh, and Ito, thanks for bringing Mr. Marshmallows to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks can be a bit taxing. You know, I remember he loves fresh fish. Fresh fish, huh? Shakio certainly does have an eccentric taste. Kazu, go pick up some sashimi. Right away, boss. Okay. We got some things happening. The police are back. I wonder what's past here though. I'm guessing that's like gonna be like an end area or something just really big. Shinjuku, the place where it all started. All coming together. So this is it, right? Yep. Huh, it worked. Oh, okay, I didn't need to actually type it. Looks like Kazumi tip wasn't a lie. Let's go, boys. Oh. Oh, what a stench. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked homicide long enough knows it. Oh. 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 Okay. This is gonna get creepy, isn't it? Pick lock. Can't. Seems that the inside of the lock has been filed off. Is there anything else around here? Oh, okay. There's a lot of doors. Oh. And there's a dead body. Oh. 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 Okay. Nothing? Look. The word Ruby is written in blood on the wall. Oh. Oh, it's him. This is the source of the smell. Alright. The body's pretty... That's him, isn't it? That's, Tanaka. Whoever did this took enough time to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed, may be removed. What's this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Reina do this? Okay. Just a door. Oh, something's gonna change then. This door. Ah, yeah, this door. Listen. Sounds like something trying to escape from the inside. Do I really want to get in it then? Looks like I have to. Okay. The rattling stopped. Why? Ah, this game. It likes to build up the suspense. Something's gonna happen. Stevie doesn't look like it's been used in years and is covered in a thick layer of dust. I doubt it even works anymore. Oh, it's gonna turn on at some time. Who's this? Shots of various girls, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like the professional headshots an agency would take. They all look so sad and young. I've got a pretty good idea what this picture was used for, and the types of people that might have been sent to. Reina? So it's true. To think you were kept in a place like this? What happened to you? Huh. Just the plot thickens. Something's happened. Oh. Oh. You're back early. What do you mean? Oh, what? Yeah. I didn't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. They're both fuzzy as well. Whenever they're fuzzy, I'm not sure what that means. Like, is it a dream, a vision or something? Ruby, don't ignore me. Lately it's been the same excuse over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, why am I doing a deep voice for her? Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. You think because that one song was a hit, you can just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work, Ruby? Hey, stop crying. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you. I promise. I just don't want to beat. That's exactly why I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with those guys and they'll take you to the places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Masa. Know what he told me? He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know that he's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for you girls is, well, I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to him because he said there was something pretty special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls, he particularly wanted to meet you. I did you a big favor by making that happen. When you compensate my generosity by sitting in a room crying and telling me you don't feel well, or whatever excuse you come up with, he tried to. I don't care what he tried to do. You should have let him. Oh, this is getting real interesting. When I took you in, you were a vulnerable, tiny girl who was already failing in school. But I saw your potential. I could already tell you how pretty you'd be when you were older. That's very creepy. That's all those men care about, how I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? Whoa. You're an idol, you're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you. But you ruin it for everyone when you sit there crying. What are you doing? I'm sick of looking at like an idiot, Ruby. Who made you do this? What? Uh-oh. 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 Look away. Wait, what? He's gonna change to something creepy, isn't it? I don't know. I'm just gonna exit because I don't want to find out anything else. Now the other doors are rattling, I think. The noise stopped. Oh. It's Rain. Damn it, Ruby. I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna feel better staying cooped up in you. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up tomorrow. The one with Massa. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back. I don't want to go out. Let me stay here. What's wrong with you? Please, please, don't make me. I'm afraid to go. Far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I've fallen over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What? You're not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and damn near everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey. You're not. There's loads of other girls in this business just like you, and they do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep the clients happy, and I'm sorry, it's not all butterflies and flowers. But you're not some naive little girl anymore, you're a woman now. Hey, Earth to Ruby, I'm trying to give you some advice here and you're not even listening. Rena, my name is Rena. What'd you say? Who's that? Oh yeah, that's your name. That was the name of some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. You wanna go back to being her? Just say the word and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you hitting those streets and being back in foster care or dead in some gutter. Dude, this guy is way mean. He is just... is anyone in real life like this? Because that's just... well... not so talkative now, are we, Rena? Or is it Ruby, the girl who was successful? The girl who could make it if she would just do what she was told? I'm sorry. I lost my temper, but you gotta see things my way. You were special, you know that? I saw so much potential in you, such a beautiful young girl. I wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. And then you rejected me and everything I offered you. It's a damn shame. You're so pretty, Ruby, so pretty. But not when you mope around. Look, I get it, you're a teenager and you want to cry it out, right? Fine, but when you're done with that, you're going back out there. You think I want to send you all these little meetings with Massa and you guys lighting? Like it. I'd rather you be successful, so we don't have to do that. I'm on your side. If you worked hard, you wouldn't have to do things like this. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. I want to go home. Home? Ha ha ha. Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for you, a girl like you. Tomorrow you're going to go with Massa and do whatever it is he tells you to do. You'll stop crying and you'll start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you'd end up being special. Turns out you're just another disappointment. Another whore. There's something laying on the mattress. It's a newspaper article dated October 24th, 2004. The article's titled One Hit Wonder Ruby Commits Suicide. That can't be. That was over 10 years ago. Her real name was withheld from the press, but her picture is there. According to the article, Gashi went to her room and found it locked. He called to her. She didn't answer. I thought she must be tired, he said. She'd been working hard on a new song. He only forced the door when he noticed the smell, where he found her hanging. Okay. Probably in the room is more. Though Mr. and Mr. Higashi had adopted. Wait, Higashi. Oh, is he Higashi? Oh, okay. I thought it was some random, I don't know, a manager. But he's a manager? Things are coming together, okay. Adopted her. Ruby was not made to work and loved being an idol more than anything in the world. Her song, Look For Me, will go on sale again this month, with all sales going to various suicide prevention charities. I've read enough. The sadness that's in this room has made an awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is it Reina's? Is this what I was supposed to see? Oh, those noises. There's still one more door. But maybe that's for something else. Oh, enough of that. I feel sick. That monster. How many girls did Higashi pass around and abuse before she murdered him? And Reina, she looked the same as she does now, 16 years old, a child. Higashi had her locked up and she tried to take back control the only way she thought she could. Only she came back. And all the pain and suffering came back with her. When I was in that room, I could feel it was like it was my own. And it's not the first time I felt it. The dark was steeped in it. As soon as I realized it, it was like the air changed, and I can sense a pulse now, like a heartbeat following me, but it's not enough. The mask could help me find the door, and I can feel the dark, but the path still isn't open to me. What am I missing? My gut tells me that it has to do with the Kamen Kai, and the only one alive who knows about it is the old Kawana woman. She has to tell me what happened. Okay. Things definitely heating up. Looks like we're getting towards the end of this story. It feels like things are wrapping up. Oh. Places have disappeared on the map, I think. So yeah, it definitely seems like we're wrapping up. So this might be the final episode. Old creepy lady. You! I told you to stay away from my family. Don't drag my grandchild into this any more than you already have. Stay back! I have questions about the Kamen Kai, the group your daughter and son-in-law were a part of. You're the only one alive who'd remember. Kamen Kai? I don't know anything about it. Leave me. Grandma, enough. Listen to yourself. Do you even realize you're lying anymore? Takashi told us everything. And you, Aito, just because this investigation's important to you doesn't give you the right to barge in here. Your grandma and I need to talk. If it upsets you, maybe I should go. No, I'm not going anywhere. This is the house I grew up in. It's as much mine as it is Grandma's. If you have something to say, you can say it in front of me. Only a little while ago I found out my parents died in some cult, and no one even knows why. You think hearing that was easy for me? I want to help you, Aito, but all the deceit and lies are starting to hurt people. What I'm chasing is so much worse. Tell that to that poor man in the station. He's in the hospital now, terrified out of his wits. People aren't only here to be used for information, and then thrown away while you move on. They have lives too, and bringing up the past can hurt. Surely you, of all people, understand that. I do, but ignoring the past won't make it go away. And unfinished business from the Kamen Kai that needs to be taken care of. But what's there left to talk about? Everyone's dead, right? I promised to talk to you about all of this later. For now, let me and Detective talk. Go on. You were cooking us dinner, weren't you? Alright. We'll talk about it later. But I'll be in the other room if you need me.
So you found me out, now that Mai knows. I suppose there's no point in keeping it a secret any longer. The truth is, my daughter never would have joined the Common Kai if it wasn't for me. I convinced her and her husband to join. I was already a member. At the time I joined, my husband had left me and I'd lost my job, suddenly leaving me single, unemployed mother who could barely support her daughter. That's when Toki Masa found me and told me that the society had stigmatized and shunned me was a fiction, a great machine to be fought, and that my very soul was at stake. Of course, he used me as he did with everyone else. I desperately wanted to hear that my struggles weren't my fault. They stole everything from me, my youth, my mind, and then my child.
And then one day, in 1996, they all died, and the cause of death was buried, and no autopsies ever were performed. Or if they were hidden. Why?
That's simple. The government didn't care about dead cultists in the woods and covered it up so the papers wouldn't sensationalize their deaths.
That's it? After everything I found, you expect me to believe that? 12 people died that day and no one knows why? What happened? Tell me the truth.
You want to know what happened so badly? Fine, I'll tell you. They died for nothing, following in the footsteps of a madman who believed that life was an illusion. As words of other compounds and other groups being raided spread, Tokimasa began warning us that the end was near. He believed the world was collapsing, and it was time for him and his followers to abandon the flesh and find purity among the gods. My Imiko, she didn't die for some conspiracy. She chose death because she no longer had an anchor to reality, and it was my fault. Beyond that, I don't know what happened to them.
No, you do know something. In the report it says that officers cleared the bodies and they found the mask. The same one you handed to me 6 months ago.
That's... Tokimasa would always keep it to himself, saying it granted him sight into the realm of the Kami. I needed it. You don't understand. It allowed me to see strange things in people who were gone. The guru was a fool, a fake, but the mask was real.
There was a rumor that the cult members were killed by one of their own. Surely you didn't.
No, you understand. I would never kill my own child. I didn't take the mask. It was given to me. One day, a man, some journalist or other, showed up at my door carrying the mask. I couldn't believe it. I begged for him for it, and he stood there smiling at me. His eyes were like none I've ever seen. It was strange. All he wanted in exchange for the mask was a picture of Emiko. When I joined the cult, I was forced to give up my possessions and only had one left, but I gave it to him nevertheless. I thought if I had the mask, that I could find her, that maybe she would forgive me. As soon as I had it in my hands, my mind opened. I could hear her voice.
So you went into the sewers chasing after her, thinking you could save her.
Takashi told you that as well, did he? Yes, it's true. Yumiko was crying out to me, begging me to find her and free her from a dark place. I would have given anything to hold her in my arms again and plead her forgiveness. I don't care if you don't believe me.
Just like Tanaka was calling out to me. I do believe you. We're probably some of the few people left alive who know what this mask is capable of. If you really thought it'd help you find her, then why'd you give it to me?
Because it was wrong. At first, I only followed whispers, and I found myself in a strange labyrinth chasing after her shade. The day bled together. I lost track of my grandchildren, of the shrine. It was an illusion, no matter how hard I tried. I never found her. I only became more and more disconnected from the world around me. I descended into madness. I was being used again, just like Tokimasa had used me from many years ago. I tried getting rid of it, throwing it away, burning it. None of it mattered. It always came back. And when I did, the visions and whispers only got worse. So I put it out of my mind, and I tried my best I could to live a life of solitude and ignore the screams of my daughter. And then you came. And when you did, the mask was screaming out in voices I'd never heard before. I thought it was a sign, so I gave it to you. I didn't even have time to breathe out a sigh of relief before I heard a gunshot ring out. No one else ran to it. I think I was the only one who knew that sound for what it was. I thought the mask was punishing me once again by taking mine away. Instead, it had passed tragedy to another. I'm sorry. Perhaps the knowledge of the mask should die with us.
There is one person who knows about the mask, a girl named Rena. Does that name mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name. Do you expect me to know everyone who's been touched by the mask?
No, but you were involved with the group that worshipped it. Are you sure you're telling me everything?
Yes. What good will accusing an old woman do?
Unless you're
chasing someone too. That must be it. Maya told me you lost someone, your partner in the police. Is that right? If I'm right, then I suggest you stop your search. The place I was shown by the mask was not meant for the living. I barely escaped with my life. Stop while your mind and body remain intact. What if I told you there was another option?
What other option?
In the months since I first met you, I've had time to examine the ancient texts in this shrine, and the mask grew further away. It loosened its grip on my mind. I knew then it would someday make its way back to me, and so I became determined to find a way to protect myself and my grandchildren from its influence. The darkness of Carmen Kai and its ritual object are but manipulations used to sever our connection with the truly divine. The mask breeds darkness. Dark forces can invade all manners of living and non-living things, driving them to violence or death. Which is evil, cannot be used or tolerated. It must be destroyed. It is the only way to save us from its grip.
Destroy the mask? I thought you just said it couldn't be done.
Not physically.
Grandma, is everything alright? I overheard you talking about the mask again.
Yes, dear, but you needn't worry. In fact, it's good you're here, as this talk involves you. Maya, you've trained in exorcism and purification rituals for quite some time, haven't you? Such a ritual could purify the mask and turn it into a mere piece of wood, given we gather the right materials, of course. I can tell from the look on your eyes that you think me to be senile, but I'm quite serious. Even modern rituals have ancient roots, and with enough conviction, they are still capable of great power. Before I was content to die as long as the mask didn't hurt my children, as I was too feeble to do what was necessary myself. But now seeing you here, I have a second chance to do what is right. If you truly know what the mask is, then you must help me destroy it.
Slow down. I didn't come here to get involved in a ritual or exorcism or whatever you call it. I only want the truth about the Carmen Kai, which you still haven't given me.
You're a stubborn one, aren't you? So be it. I can see there is only one way to change your mind. The only trace of what happened that day would be at the Carmen Kai compound itself. The records of its location are lost, and they were never made public, but I know where it is.
What's the catch?
Go there, search for the truth. See what worshipping the mask has wrought. When you return, you'll help me destroy it.
What makes you so confident I'll change my mind?
I went back once, years ago. In all honesty, I'm not sure why. Perhaps to remind myself of my sins. What I saw and felt in that place, it was tainted by darkness and death. Those two things are all the mask will afford you. There is something else.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
The heavy unnatural air I felt when I returned to the compound, it had the same stench, the same quality of the tunnel where I searched for Emiko.
Sounds like a superstition to me. Why aren't you believing this, Aito? Like, you believed everything else, but you're not believing the main creepiness area.
So what exactly is it you want in exchange for information? I believe the energies of the mask and the place that are linked. I want you to bring something back from there. anything. It may help in the ritual. Looking for the truth will not bring you peace, detective. Purify the mask very well might. Remember that. The compound is in the forest of Akigahara. Akigahara? Hey, that's the suicide forest. Oh, great. Suicide forest, what a dreadful name. Though I suppose those woods have seen their fair share of tragedy and death. Ito, you can't just go in there charging, it's dangerous. What if you got lost? GPS doesn't work there, and I heard even compasses won't point north. Not only that, well, a lot of people go there to die. I don't think you should go. You two keep talking about the moth like it's some evil spirit causing you to pain, but I think the pain you're feeling caused by the mask, it's just you. So many nights after the girl died in the shrine, I had nightmares every corner I went around. I thought I'd see her. It wasn't a ritual, only a charm that made me feel better though. I just stopped listening to the fear. I confronted it. When you took me to see Takashi, that was the first time I had left Kamakura since April. It's embarrassing to admit, but I was scared. And yeah, Takashi telling me all that stuff and Mum was scary, but it was the truth. And I wasn't hiding from the demons I'd invented myself. Anyway, I know you might not listen to me, but I don't think you should put yourself in danger just so you can keep chasing your demons. Maybe you're right, but some demons have a way of spreading to others. Seeing the common compound is something I have to do. It's your choice, but okay, Kira is huge. How are you going to find one compound? Maya makes a good point. It's been a long time. Are you sure you remember where it is? Of course I do. I know what you two must think of me, but I'm not senile. It's a hike away from the bus stop on the outskirts of Nurasawa. We used to go there into town occasionally for supplies. Several miles away from the bus stop, there's a clearing and a patch there used to timed to time by the Forest Services. I'll draw you a map before you leave. It continues for quite some time and eventually it will be blocked off. Keep going forward and don't turn back or leave the path. The forest can play tricks on you. Supposing the path is still there, it seems pretty incredible to me that you, at the compound, would have been left alone after all these years. It still stands up to all. Why would they bother to go and dismantle it? Go. Search for whatever truth you think you'll find. But be careful, detective. Do what must be done, then leave. Staying there is dangerous. I hope that once you enter that place and feel the energy I did, you'll have a sense to see what I never could. You understand, don't you? The mask must be purified. I understand, I guess. Good. I'll bring preparations to the ceremony regardless. Maya, see her out. Oh, things are getting creepy. She never said anything like that to me. You must have really scared her. Listen, I'll help you with this ritual because I think I'll help Grandma get better. But don't get killed yourself. I know in your eyes I'm probably just a kid. But I know how much it hurts to want the truth. Takashi obsessed over the past, and I was miserable not knowing. Grandma almost went insane on top of that. Grandma said to herself, "You're still young. You should forget about all this and start over, and you might not want to hear this, but listening to you talk about the mask and spirits, well, you sounded like that girl at the shrine. It scares me, and it should scare you too. Take care of yourself, Ito." Well, if we're going to a suicide forest thing, just a trigger warning, I guess. This is gonna get quite uneasy.
Burikia, better known as a suicide forest, despite its nickname, the volcanic earth it grows on makes the forest beautiful and green. Every year, however, large numbers of people wander in, intending it to be their final resting place. Occasionally, authorities have to comb through it for new bodies. Travel. Hopefully they don't show anything too graphic or anything. Finally, this must be the path the old Kawana woman was talking about. If her story was true, I need to do is follow it and find the common guy's old compound. Let's hope it's that simple. No time to sit here and think it through. I need to get out of these woods before nightfall. Where's the map? Can I see the map? Keep going. This is gonna get real creepy real fast. Am I just going in a... Oh. A depiction of that. It said the praying to these statues can help guide the souls of children who die young. They look so old and forgotten. It's kind of... Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, what? What? Reina, what is she doing here? Huh? Where am I? No. Anywhere but here. I don't want to remember this. Why now? Ito, why did you come here? What's up with Tanaka, though? How is he dead if the pink chick or redhead chick is not real? It's like a nightmare. So that must mean that she did do it. She did kill him somehow. You've left me here to die again, haven't you? It was your fault. Oh, okay, he's gonna... You're so selfish. You never care about it. So yeah, this is gonna be like... just mad things that you want. No, that's not true. Make it stop. Hey, what a great idea. Remembering hurts, doesn't it? Let me take away that pain. Let's forget together, Ayami-chan. Let's forget. Oh, okay. That's the only choice. What's the box? Okay. Stay on the path. Oh, why don't I just do that? Huh. Okay. Another one of those. Don't know if it's bad or good to pick those up. And also, I don't know why I look this way all the time instead of at the camera. Well, that's where the chat is, but anyway. I want to get out of here as quick as possible. Oh, it's getting foggy. I'm back in bed. Has this been all in my head? Is this gonna be like a dream thing? Or what? Alright, just a second. Just a second, I will be back. Okay, I have to end it here, but it's getting pretty climactic. So I think next episode we will probably end it. Anyway, I guess see you guys next time on CD Cruise Live. Bye.